Hi everybody. क्या आप MBA interviews के लिए prepare कर रहे हैं? Then this interaction should be very helpful to you. Let's get started. So today we are, having a interview which is, for Muskan. Muskan is an MBA Litmus topper and she has Lucknow, Kozhikode and Indore calls. So let's see how it goes. Hi Muskan.
Hello, sir.
So Muskan, why don't you start by telling me a little bit about yourself?
Sure, sir. So I come from a small town in Rajasthan. Growing up in a single parent household, I realized my responsibilities a bit early. And as a child, I decided that academics would be my way to contribute. With this, from 8th to 12th standard, I was in the top 3 of the batch. With 95.60% in 12th grade, I could secure a seat at Hansraj College, Delhi University on a merit basis. So there I really enjoyed a 2-month online HR internship, and I was also a Road Track Club member. And after completing my BSc from there in 2023, I've completed a B.Ed as well. And in the second year examinations, I've stood at second position. Along with that, sir, parallelly, I was also volunteering at an NGO, and I've sensitized around 500 children in and around Delhi through workshops. And in the past 6 months, I've created a small community over LinkedIn as well through content. And now I plan to pursue an MBA to build upon my past experiences and gain skills and knowledge to be a better professional.
Understood. So, tell me a few subjects that you liked during your graduation, Muskan.
So during graduation, mathematics was the subject.
So you like mathematics?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So tell me, if, do you understand the concept of digit sum?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, what's the digit sum of your phone number?
So just give me a moment.
Sure.
So can I just speak out while calculating? If I'm allowed?
Sure, please.
Okay. So the digit sum is basically the sum of the number, all the digits within the number, and finally, basically, them 8 plus 1, 9 plus 1, 10 plus 8, 8, that is 16 plus 10 would be 26. Then 7, 26 plus 7 would be 33. And then 1. So that would be 34. Then adding both of them together would give me 7.
Okay. Is there a easier way or better way of finding it out? Faster?
Yes, sir. So if I sum only 9, for example, if I sum 8 plus 1, 9, then if I get 9, then we can cancel them all, because 9 plus would always be basically 10, and that would give 1 as an answer only.
Okay. So basically you can eliminate all 9s.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. So tell me, if I have to, let's say, invite 3 of my friends out of 7 friends for a celebration, and then assign them 3 different responsibilities, in how many ways can I do this?
Sure, sir. So from 7 friends, I have to first select 3 friends, and then I have to assign them 3 different responsibilities.
That's right.
Okay, got it. So first I'll select, I'll do 7C3. And then when I'll have to assign them, so I'll multiply that with 3 factorial.
All right. Good. Muskan, I'm sure, are you reading news?
Yes, sir.
So can you tell me about the currently concluded FTA between India and European Union?
Sure, sir.
Please.
So, sir, this has been a long pending deal. It the negotiations were started around 2007, and it's been almost 2 decades now. So that is why it holds significance. Along with that, there are other reasons as well. We can see that there's a lot of global turmoil as well within the trade between countries, with a lot of pressure of tariffs as well from the West. And so this is a situation when both India and Europe find each other as trustable partners in such fluctuating trade scenarios, and so they both have their interests. From India's side, we are trying to diversify our trade since recently we have been facing strong tariffs of around 50% from US as well. So we need to diversify our trade relations, and along with that, we also need to boost our manufacturing as well, which would because of this deal, we can greatly, benefit. Why? Because FTA is free trade agreement. Within this agreement, both the countries would lower down their trade barriers, and because of this, exports and imports between both the countries would increase of goods and services. So that is how India can benefit by exporting more, since our prices would reduce, and so our manufacturing would also get a boost.
Okay. And can you help quantify what are the sectors that are going to be impacted positively, because of this trade?
Sure, sir. So from India's perspective, the major sectors would, first of all, as I mentioned, that manufacturing sector, where primarily I would say that in an Indian economy, we have more MSMEs. So it would give a boost to them since our exports will improve. Then because of this, employment will also get a boost within if manufacturing boosts up. And the particular sectors, I would say, are textiles. We are already having trade in textiles and pharmaceuticals as well, and some machineries as well. So from India, it's more of a labor intensive trade. So that would give a push in these sectors, basically labor intensive sectors.
Understood. Who's the president of the European Union?
Sir, there are different government bodies as of what I know, like European Union Commission, European Union Council, State Council President. So which president?
The Council President.
Council President is, I'll just take a moment.
Sure.
So I'm not able to recall the exact name, but there's Carlos as the surname, I think.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Tell me, Muskan, you have done your graduation. Okay. You've done your BCom, right?
No, sir. BSc.
BSc.
Yes, sir.
And after that, you've done your B.Ed also.
Yes, sir.
So after doing your BSc, why did you go for a B.Ed? And now you're wanting to go for an MBA. Can you help me understand, the logic behind it?
Sure, sir. So first of all, I've pursued a BSc because I had science as my stream in 12th grade. And then I found that I was comfortable with the subject, and with my knowledge, I decided that I would go for a BSc because science was a comfortable subject for me for my undergraduation. And then, sir, I've pursued a B.Ed in the same discipline, that is science only. It's just that it has given a direction of the education department of the country. Now, be it primarily first because I have some influence from my family as well, because my mother is a teacher and my uncle, aunt, they are also teachers. So I've grown up watching the profession closely. So that was one thing. And then second was my own interest in communication and public speaking, which grew up in school time only. So I thought that I'll be able to better use my skill as well as my knowledge from my BSc and the academic knowledge into the B.Ed. So that was the reason behind going for B.Ed. And now MBA, because while pursuing my B.Ed only, I came across a lot of things around, understanding audiences, primarily children, and theories like Maslow's hierarchy of need was also there in our chapters like learning and teaching. So all these things improved my understanding of audiences, and added to that, I also started developing some kind of interest in marketing. So then what I did was I wanted to apply this learning at a platform that was other than a classroom. So I started creating some content on LinkedIn, and through there I started reading about some basic concepts of marketing, and that is how I developed interest within it. So I feel that I can contribute within this field, considering the skill sets that I have and which I would develop further. And so I feel MBA would provide the right environment for me to, first of all, improve my understanding within marketing management, and then second of all, sir, the kind of learning environment, basically the diverse peer group that is present within B school, that would greatly help me to enhance my understanding better through practical ways as well in a group setting.
Okay. You talked about Maslow's hierarchy. So
Yes,
can
sir.
you tell me what is Maslow's hierarchy?
Sure, sir. So Maslow's hierarchy of needs basically is used to define how a person gets Basically, it is defines the factors of motivation, which is need. So now need is can be divided into a hierarchy, and if we want to visualize this, we can visualize it using a pyramid as well. So as we move above the pyramid, basically, I'm sorry, sir, I just need a moment to structure
Sure.
my thoughts.
Sure.
So, sir, within the pyramid, there are different levels. There are 5 levels, and as we move above each level, we move above each level only when our basic needs are completed. So the first level is our physiological needs, that is food, basic needs like food, water, or shelter. So first of all, that need has to be completed. Then only a person moves towards wanting other needs. Like the second level then comes up with the safety need. That is, a person wants to feel more safer. And here we have we can talk about our employment, our finances, and things which bring safety to our family.
Okay.
Then, sir, comes just a moment, sir.
Okay, so tell me,
Yes, sir.
if physical needs and physiological needs are the same or different?
So, like, there is a difference, but I am not able to clearly distinguish between them.
No worries. You talked about studying marketing on your own
Yes, sir.
after you started your content over LinkedIn.
Yes, sir.
So, have you studied the concept of segmentation?
Yes, sir.
So, can you tell me what is the difference between behavioral segmentation and psychographic segmentation?
Sure, sir. So psychographic segmentation, within that we understand what are the interests of the person. For example, a person would like to if the person is in youth, in his or her youth, or like based on that, if the person has joined some clubs or committees, and what are the interests the person has on day-to-day level, either it's sports or some recreational activity. Then behavioral is what are the things which impact a person's behavior, like
The thoughts, the interests, they impact behavior. So, basically, you're saying psychographic leads to behavior.
in a way that can.
So then why do we have different names for it? We can have one segmentation which is behavioral segmentation or one which is psychographic. Both are connected. Then why have both? Why not one only?
Right. Sir, I believe that there are different. I'm not able to exactly classify what are the elements within them, but yes, we require that to have a precise understanding of, like, basically while we are dividing things into demographic, into geography, into psychography, and then again into behavior, this helps us get a better picture of different traits of a person.
Okay. All right. So, Muskan, you pardon me. So you talked about understanding marketing. So if you want to understand marketing, you can pick up any course in marketing. Why do you want to do an MBA for that? You can pick up a course in marketing. There are a lot of platforms, and many of these platforms also have student groups when you can participate in group and have your peer learning also. All the objectives are anyways achieved. So why an MBA?
Sure, sir. So first of all, you're very right that I can study marketing online as well. But why am I preferring a B school is because of the kind of learning environment I'll be able to get there. There's a lot of experiential learning. I'll not like in a class within a classroom. Personally, for me, I'm able to understand things better because I would be able to clarify my doubts there and there. Then along with that, there are other things as well, like the thing that I mentioned about peer learning and diverse people coming from different fields. That would lead to better understanding of things.
That is true. That is true in an offline course also. So you can take up an offline marketing course, and there also you will have people from diverse backgrounds coming in. There also you have expert faculties from industry taking it. Then
sure, sir. So marketing, I feel, is one segment. There's like within the general management, there are the different domains as well. So marketing is one interest that I have presently, but in order to have a long-term career, I would want to better understand other interrelated domains as well.
Example, what are interrelated domains?
So like finance, operations.
So what you're saying is somebody who wants to get into marketing needs to understand finance also.
So not particularly, but I feel that all these are interrelated with each other. And if I have a better understanding of finance as well and operation side as well, then I would be able to take better informed decision because I would know that these are the stakeholders there. This is the budget that I have. This is how my product would be supplied further and would be distributed. So I would be able to take better informed decisions.
Okay. Muskan, let me ask you this. You talked about LinkedIn. So
Yes, sir.
can you tell me how many people use LinkedIn?
So I don't have an estimated number with me.
Can you guesstimate how many people use LinkedIn in India? If you have to guesstimate that number, how would you go about it?
Sure, sir. So we are having a total population of 140 crores people, and within services, basically the distribution can be somewhere around 40%, 30 to 40% of
Okay.
the entire population.
In services.
Yes.
So people in manufacturing don't use LinkedIn.
No, that's not the case. But I was trying to consider the basically more of the majority of it. That is professionals, because it is a platform which was initially started for job seekers, basically a professional platform.
Okay.
So majority people would be those who themselves would be professionals, or maybe students as well who are aspiring to be one.
Okay, so 40% of 140 crores is your answer.
No, not the entire answer. So like 40% of would totally be would be into this sector. Then that would give 56.
56 crore.
No,
56 crore people.
no. That is not the right calculation.
Where are you going wrong? Tell me.
So within the calculation only. So 40% of 140 would be
Would include kids also?
not kids, sir.
140 crore will not include kids.
That would include kids.
So if you take 40% directly,
Yes, sir.
All the 40% people who are, effectively into services, you've taken everybody. People into manufacturing are not seeking jobs.
No,
People
that is
into
not the case.
agribusiness are not seeking jobs. Okay. Muskan, help me understand, what is it that you want to achieve in the next 5 to 10 years?
Sure, sir. So as a short-term plan for the 5 years, first of all, I would want to be in a B school and understand my subjects of my interest, like marketing management, along with other interrelated domains. And then I would also want to work upon my skills, primarily people skills and group skills, by being in a peer learning environment that a B school offers. And through all these skills and knowledge that I gain from a B school, I would want to utilize and implement them into the marketing centric job roles that I'll be getting. And as a long term plan, sir, I believe I would want to be into leadership positions within the domain, and would want to influence how decisions are taken while being into the core teams within businesses.
Okay, what is a normal distribution?
Sorry, sir, I'm not aware of that.
Okay. Do you know how to find inverse of a matrix?
Sir, I don't remember it, but yes, I've studied it.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right, Muskan. Do you have any questions?
No, sir.
All right then. Thank you so much for your time. You have a good day.
Thank you, sir.
All right, everybody. I'm hoping that you all enjoyed this interaction. Let me quickly, give you a brief of what was the interview like and what are the feedbacks. But do let us know what are your comments. Muskan, tell me, how was the interview?
So it was really good. Like there were a lot of areas where I had to think and answer.
Okay. How do you rate yourself?
So I would say an 8 on 10.
Okay. So primarily in an interview like this, the parameters which are being evaluated, one is communication. Muskan, good communication, I'll give you a 10 on 10 in terms of communication. The next element is content, which generally includes the projects that you have done, the graduation, if you have any work experience, that is effectively content. In terms of content, I think we might need to brush up a little bit more, Muskan. So I would give you a 7 out of 10 on content. In terms of the third element, which is current affairs, you have brushed up, you are updated, which is amazing. And I'll give you a 10 on 10 in terms of current affairs also. In terms of overall personality, confidence, I'll give you another 9 out of 10. That is how, the candidates are going to be evaluated inside a B school interview. One, in terms of specific feedbacks, I'll say, one, do prepare a question for the panel. Okay, do your research about the college. Understand what is one thing that you would be truly interested in, and that is something which is not available publicly in the public domain or on the website. Okay, so that is something which is a must do. Second important element, I'd say, Muskan, read more. You mentioned Maslow's hierarchy yourself, and then you got confused. That is a red flag, right? So that is something which you can't do. If you're mentioning something, you have to be sure about it. Okay, that's like digging your own grave, right? Similarly, in some of the other areas also, you've mentioned mathematics. I asked you some basics of linear programming. That is something which should know, obviously. Aside that, I will also say that practice some problem solving, some guesstimates also. In fact, we've recently concluded a guesstimate session. So do practice some guesstimate. You might get a guesstimate at any point in time. And what's the right way of doing it is, obviously you can start with the entire population. And then what you can do is you can narrow it down to the working population, right? So basically you can say that, okay, now do a segmentation. So basically what you can do is you can do a sort of a demographic segmentation when you say that, okay, I'm going to only take people who are 20 plus. There might be a few students who are also using it, but it's primarily working professionals. So 20 plus, 20 to to primarily, let's say 50, 55, 60 is where I'm going to take it. That is one element that I'm going to do, right? Second, I'm also going to take out, the below poverty line, because primarily you will see LinkedIn getting operated mostly with smartphones, and smartphones penetration is also an important metric which you have to consider. Remember, when you're answering a guesstimate, it's not important to get the right number, but think of the right, segmentation. Think of the right brackets. How do you divide your into your entire market? That effectively becomes the core, and your thought process is what truly defines whether you're going in the right direction or not, or whether you're getting the good score or not in terms of guesstimates. In terms of the overall flow of discussion, I absolutely liked it. I would also recommend, Muskan, sticking to the question that is being asked, right? And for example, I asked you, what are the sectors that are going to be impacted? Now we had some brief and then we moved to what are the sectors. So we could have moved like, okay, textiles is one, pharmaceuticals is one, because sometimes they're also rushing. The interview panel is in a rush. They have, limited time, right? So you have to be very specific with your points. Elaborate where you are to elaborate. But if there is a specific question, there should be a specific answer to that.
Sure.
Okay. Yeah. So overall, I think good performance. You have rated yourself 8 on 10. I'll rate you a 7.5 on 10. I think there are areas for improvement, Muskan, but overall good work, good confidence, and good communication.
Thank you.
Do you have any questions?
Sir, I have some questions
Please.
regarding my own performance only. So, first of all, I would like to understand, when a person gets stuck, then nervousness keeps on building. Like I had read Maslow's hierarchy of needs and I had practiced it as well earlier. But since it was an area which I have not had a formal education in, I've myself studied it, and a lot of other things as well. I've myself studied it. So my understanding is not in depth, which yes, it is on me and my responsibility to go in depth. But still, while I'm in the panel and with the panel, and I see that the other person is an expert within the field, so it makes me nervous, thinking whether I'm speaking the right thing in particularly in domains like marketing, which I've mentioned. So how to handle that phase? Like if I'm stuck within something and now I feel that that is going to affecting every subsequent answer that follows.
No. So I think every question is a new question. Every question should be taken an opportunity. I can absolutely tell you, and everybody who's going to watch this, is that you can get selected for even one good answer. And you can also get rejected for one very bad answer. Okay. So my simple point is, do not think of it like an entire interview. Think of it like one question. Okay. When you're playing cricket, you play one ball at a time. Okay. You don't think as to which bowler is going to come in the next over. How am I going to play that bowler? You take one bowler, play one ball at a time and play to the merit. If you do not know something, mention that you do not know, right? It's absolutely fine. I would absolutely like somebody mentioning that I do not know. I'm going to go back and check, as compared to somebody who's just blabbering something, even without knowing it. So I think that is what you have to bear in mind. And one important element to do is whatever you have mentioned in your HR answers, right? So basically when we start the process, we do the HR answers, you have an HR review, you get your answers reviewed. Okay. Once your answers are framed, go through it, every word, and understand, I've written Maslow's hierarchy, I need to revise this. I have written marketing, I need to understand segmentation, targeting, positioning, 4 P's of marketing, 7 P's of marketing, what is product placement, apply that in a few cases of a few brands, right? That is when you will understand as to how do you talk about inside an interview, right? So every word inside your HR answers is very important. Most of the questions that you are going to get is from what you are going to speak. So be absolutely sure of what you're going to say. If that is taken care of, everything else is taken care of.
Got it, sir. Okay, sir. I'll work upon the feedback that is given and I'll come back stronger.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for watching this. Do like the video and share it with all your friends taking interview this season. Do subscribe to MBA Litmus for all such amazing content. God bless. Take care and bye-bye.